Hey, welcome everybody to my stream again here on lichess and Twitch. We're having a little midweek stream to let everybody know I'm still existing. Barely. What is up, Astrobate? Good to see you. And Tourney, I know, is around because I just played a game with him. And I saw Spieler lurking in the audience. So I know there's a few people here, at least watching. My schedule has been non-existent because I'm playing in an over-the-board tournament, and we'll finish it on Saturday morning. So just had a drop frame. We had some drop frames, and I haven't streamed in a while, so a little concerned about that. How is my stream? When I don't stream for a while, I'm a little concerned about the technical aspect here. It looks like we're on, but I'm getting warning for drop frames. So let me know if your connection is working, guys, to the stream. If you can see and hear. And we are on. I've got drop frames detected 11% over the last 2 minutes, which I haven't had this kind of warning in a long time. It's odd that I would get this. I don't remember the last time I had drop frames warning on OBS, but sometimes when you don't stream for a while, maybe something got changed in settings. I don't know. I don't trust Windows. So it looks all right though. It seems to be working. I just want to let everybody know that I'm still existing, and we're going to go back to the usual schedule. Congratulations to DK Guy for a 9-0 finish in our Blitz Swiss tournament yesterday. Spieler, did you ever have a perfect score in the Tuesday tournament? Because I don't remember. Maybe when we did, before we started the Swiss tournaments, probably someone had a perfect score. Maybe even me once, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure we ever had a perfect score since we started doing the Swiss style events on my Tuesday night stream. We've got a challenge from the Final Master 2000, rated 3-0. I don't think so. You had a Swiss with 100%? Alright, Schieberspieler, then I was wrongly telling DK Guy that he had the first perfect score. So Schieberspieler had a perfect score. Probably a 7-round rapid. What's up, Padron Antoni? So Final Master, I'm not going to play 3-0. Not my favorite time control. It was a 9-round blitz, proving me wrong. Fisher, like, perfect score. So the second time ever for a perfect score for DK Guy yesterday in a Swiss. Final Master 2000. No 3-0, sorry. No rated, no 3-0. 5-3 through 7 plus 3. It's Wednesday, so technically I'm supposed to be playing unusual openings. We're not going to talk about my over-the-board tournament, and we're not going to talk about Schieberspieler's over-the-board tournament either. Originally, the plan was to talk about my over-the-board tournament. It's even in the title of my stream, but talk about the art of blundering. But I'm going to come back. I'm going to score at least 50% in the final tally in this event, one way or another. If I have to threaten people with physical violence, I will find a way back to 50% in this tournament. I've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 games remaining, and then we're going to stream on Sunday back to normal schedule. We have a streamer battle. If anybody's interested in playing, we can use your support. 3 p.m. Sunday, Central European summertime. I just set it up, and we're in the streamer battle with Vital Evente and other teams. So that's on Sunday. Simul back to normal schedule. I just thought we'd drop in a Wednesday stream so that we would, keep you guys knowing that I'm still around. Learning from your trash talk abilities. Are you talking to me? Oh, you mean like threatening my opponents with physical violence? I'll do what I have to do. But Keep an eye on my stream, guys. I keep getting these warnings about probably my internet connection isn't 100%. Alright, let's get some challenges, play some chess here. I'm going to do a short stream today, because I have to leave pretty early in the afternoon and to play. And I want to prepare a little bit for the board game. Shiverspiro challenged me to casual, so a good warm-up game here with a strong player. The first rule of Tournament Club is that you don't discuss Tournament Club. Second rule of Tournament Club is you never discuss your score. Alright, B3. B3, what do we got? Yeah, B3's good. The gym plays this all the time. Blunder Club. Alright, what do I feel like playing? We're supposed to play unusual openings. You know, I like to do the A5. I've played that against, well, many people. There was this one Spanish I am on Internet Chess Club. I had tons and tons of games with him with A5. I guess having said A5, we should say A4. The lobster. No, this is actually a crab. On the queen side, it's a crab. On the king side, it's a lobster. A pawn is the crab. The H pawn is the lobster. Okay, so C4. Are you technically threatening to take my pawn here? Take my pawn. I mean, oftentimes if they take, their structure is kind of wrecked. So I'm not sure it's like a literal threat to take the pawn or not. But I don't really just want to exchange pawns and trade rooks. Anyway, I don't have that much time to talk. It's 5 plus 3. C4 though. Yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to sacrifice this pawn if you want to damage your structure. Standard crab strategy. Princess Chess, good morning. Seriously, morning for you. I woke up early by my standards today. He's hungry today. Wow. I bet this variation is not known to chess theory. Do I have any weird tricks or anything? Critical theory in the B3. Critical B3 theory with A5, A4. Devastating Schieber-Spieler's pawn structure. Ooh, I'm hitting C4. I didn't even realize it. To most mortals, the obvious threat of knight takes C4, but I'm after the A pawn. Troll in a roll. Welcome everybody back. This will be my first stream, well, since like 4 days and 5. Something like that. And my last stream for a few more days, but keep it in the loop. Keep everybody in the loop here. We don't talk about Fight Club. Troll on a roll. First rule of Fight Club. Is bishop c6 even a good move? I mean, does that just like lose a tempo for me? Is this something I should seriously consider? I was thinking a different move altogether. Huh. Raising a lot of interesting questions. G3. Bishop C6, E4, I guess. But wait. It's getting even more confusing now. I don't know. I don't know. As my mom used to say, the older I get, the less I know. And she didn't know she had Alzheimer's. So that was kind of ironic. But anyways, what are we going to do here? Knight takes A4 takes. I'm not really sure about this. E5 is interesting. It doesn't feel right though. I don't want him to keep that pawn. That has to go. The longer that lingers, the more I'm worried I'm gonna drop something eventually. We have the better structure. Schieber Spielers is here to play chess. He's got something. No hate mail, please. So, white is better. Of course, D4. Why didn't you play the last move? God, this looks ugly. Alright, I have to take... I guess I could push, but... Highly dubious. Wow. This is instructive. This is not what I had in mind when I went into this position. I let him get too developed. E5 was too much, I guess. Too much commitment here. I don't know. This doesn't look good. I have some crazy tactics or something with B5. I don't know. Knight D4, Bishop G2. B5 check. Extremely dangerous for black. Extreme danger. Not a good idea. Is this chess 960? I'm nearly lost already. I'm probably lost already. It looks lost. B5 check. And rook takes c4 doesn't work. B takes c4, queen b5 check. Forget about it. You can forget about that. You can forget about that, man. I mean, I'm lost here, definitely. I mean, there may be some practical defenses. Probably not for long. Yeah, that's the main problem. The c7 square. Now my rook, I can't protect both. Like b6, check, king moves. I'm gonna have to defend it with my king. freaking disaster. Freaking disaster is what this is. An absolute 100% certified disaster. Protecting c7 with my king is not really what we wanted to do. If I were playing a computer, I would just resign here. But fortunately, he's not quite a computer. Rook takes a2. You take that. Is that like a trick? Tricks. Tricky. Problem is my queen is tied down to that piece. Subtle threats. Wow. Maybe I'll open the F file for white. That looks like fun. What? At least we had a good threat here. I got really bad lag, by the way. He's toying with me. My ping is under 16. That's pretty bad. That explains the drop frames. It looks like my internet sucks. But it feels like I'm moving in slow motion when I'm trying to move quickly. Anytime the ping is over like 80 or something, it feels like I can't move as fast as my opponent. Alright, Cheaper Spieler, good game. Experimental opening there. Looks like you've been playing a lot of bullet chess. Very quick pace, I felt there. Maybe not. Alright, Troll and Roll, Cobra 11. I thought maybe the opening was okay for me, you know, initially. But I let you get the initiative too fast. I can't let the position get opened up so quickly. But maybe it's just bad. Alright, very experimental. Chess Knight 60. Troll, it's Weird Wednesday. We're supposed to be playing unusual openings, not unusual variants. Alright guys, welcome to the stream. Knight in the corner, always a disaster. I hate playing Chess Knight 60, but with the knights in the corner, that's the worst. Corner knight. I hate knights on knight 3, even in normal chess. So the only option is to get it to c7. This actually could be like a decent symmetrical English. It works out pretty well. It's very useful just to see the connection here. I mean, e3 is a good move, probably playing for d4. So I won't really get to play what is essentially a symmetrical English. I mean, he can play like d4. And I don't necessarily want to give up or give him a big center with the pawn on d5. We might play a kind of Benoni type position here with d5. I keep wanting to play like knight f6 now. It's really weird. I have no control of d5. Ambulances, good to hear them back. A lot of the times the sirens recently here seem to be police cars, like the Budapest police force. The government must have given them a lot of money because they all of a sudden have like Audis and Mercedes police cars, and they're like speeding all around, just like playing with them and stuff, with the sirens on sometimes. So half the sirens are policemen playing with their sports cars. E3. I never saw an Audi police car in my life in any country. It's unbelievable. Alright, let's try G6. It's good to know government's spending their money on Audi police cars while the hospitals need to be like totally renovated. But anyway, e3 g6, bishop g7, got the d4 square in control. You actually saw Audi police cars years ago? Wow, maybe they have a contract or something. I had never seen one till the other day, but this was a new one. Definitely not an old one. Normally they add some kind of run-of-the-mill stuff. Run-of-the-mill police cars. Alright, b4. Let's see, b6, just retaining control of c5. This is my first stream in like 5 days, and it's good to hear the old ambulances again. b6. I need some ambulances this week. Take me home from Blunderville. But we don't talk about that. My knight is still in the hospital. Speaking of hospitals, ambulances, and Blunderville, Yasser Seirawan calls the knight driven back to the back rank like hospital knight. This is in the hospital. This is pretty hospitalized too. Knights are not happy here. I live in Budapest, Hungary, not Texas. I think there's like a Budapest, Texas or something. I don't know. There's probably some American city named Budapest, that for all I know. But most people know what I'm talking about. So, alright, he's trying to contain the knight. This has got to get in the game. b5 gaining space is reasonable. Not if you like close. I mean, if you don't like closed positions, I don't think you make this move, but it could backfire if I'm able to play for d5 strongly here. I can castle right now. Someone was asking about castling. I see a strong idea for him. I still feel like I have to play this move. Try to break out. Yeah, I'm in Budapest for now. So what's happening with the b5 pawn? Troll is not a tactical wizard. It looks like he dropped a pawn here. Maybe not, though. I mean, I have this. His weakness is tactics. He's lazy, and he doesn't calculate. But he has pretty good intuition. Maybe out of practice, since I haven't been streaming. He doesn't have anyone to play chess 960 with. I can castle by moving the rook to f8 in this position. But I was kind of waiting to see what happens. I mean, if he does something like h4, I might decide I'm not going to castle at all. Now he's blundered. Blunder. White is in trouble now. b5, winning a piece. Game over. Is it that simple? Chess is easy. I played this move yesterday. Troll is out of form. Usually putting up a lot of trouble for me, especially when he's white in chess 960. Now you got another strong player. 5+3, casual. Alright. A short stream today, guys. Just an hour and a half. I gotta go prepare for Fight Club. So we don't talk about that. d4. It's getting old now, this joke. Bunga bunga. Bunga bunga club. The Budapest Gambit. I actually thought about playing the Budapest yesterday, but I have to be very careful after I lose a game. I have this tendency to sort of tilt, even subconsciously. The easiest way to tilt is to start playing openings that you don't really know well enough. I've done this on many occasions. After losing a game, I start to go crazy. I think, oh, I'll just, really go for it with the King's Indian or the whatever I'm not prepared to play. So I decided not to do that. For me, tilting is usually playing stuff that I don't know. I could lose like 4 or 5 games in a row easily if I start to experiment with openings that I don't well enough know in a long time control. Oh, I remember now. I haven't been thinking about the Budapest Gambit in a while. So a lot of people have played the Fajarowicz against me too, which I always thought was like a joke. But it's not that stupid. What is this? I guess knight c6 is normal. I had a number of games, but I'm not really that attuned to the opening move order here. It's like a King's Indian. If you were a maniac, you could play h4, but that's probably unsound. No reason to play like that. Rook a6, rook h6. Not appropriate in this position, but a5 is a reasonable move. Huge self-criticism. Wait, what? You're only consistent in chess when losing. Oh, yeah, Acerbate is... He's too pessimistic. Me too, though. I mean, honestly, my self-confidence is very easily shattered. This is always the case for me in poker, too. I take my losses very hard, and I don't really build that much self-confidence for my wins. Kind of pessimistic by nature. But I think now my problem is that I'm way too... I have, like, no self-confidence. It's really bad. It's totally detrimental. To play in a weak tournament and lose a couple of games to players I shouldn't lose to, I mean, after I haven't played in 6 or 7 months, or whatever, 5 months, it shouldn't really be that hard that I'm, like, devastated psychologically. But still, it's unpleasant. But I feel like my self-confidence is missing, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not winning. When I'm confident, it's very important. It's very, very important. Acerbate, you made me think of this, and Schieberspieler. Because I was thinking about it, honestly, this morning when I was taking a shower. It went through my mind, like, why? What is wrong with me? And one of the defining things that I concluded was that my self-confidence is totally missing. When you're confident, you play better, you know, almost always. I don't think there's anybody who's an exception to that. Or you perform better, whatever you're doing, if you're confident in yourself. And this is something that I learned very early on in competing. It's one thing to be careful and not be overconfident, but you have to be self-confident. It's extremely important. If you lose your self-confidence in whatever sport or thing you're doing, you're not going to be as successful. Knight to b4. That's kind of an annoying move. What a weird position. It's like dancing. We're gonna dance. Alright. You go back over there. I wonder if there was anything cool I could do there. Like knight b5? I was afraid he was coming in on d3. If you don't have self-confidence, I mean, you're never going to beat good players. You have to believe in yourself. Absolutely been missing from my games. Not totally, but I don't feel right. And the more you lose, it gets worse. Alright, knight a6 voluntarily. Yeah, that's annoying. What if I go with the other knight? So he's coming back to c5 now. It's really irritating. Knight b5. He's gonna get me on e4. Yeah, this is a weird position, man. It's a weird position. I never got to do what I wanted to do here. I would have done much better if I had played in the GM tournament. Also, being motivated is a huge thing. You know, it's hard to be motivated if there's no prizes and you're not like getting to play strong players. You have everything to lose and nothing to gain. That's how I feel about my tournament. But it's still, I've had fun most of the games. There was like one game I didn't enjoy. Princess Chess said, what? You have this track record where I win my Friday night games over the board tournament, so I developed confidence, felt great, and believed that into a win multiple times. Well, I mean, superstition is something that I think most people have a certain amount of. That's normal. But you may play better in the night versus the morning too. You need something to give yourself confidence, something to believe in. But my games haven't been too good. The first games were, I ran them all through the Stockfish evaluation yesterday. Lots of mistakes, tons of mistakes from both sides, but more by me than my opponents, probably, slightly. Really sloppy games. Lots of mistakes. But normally I don't make gross blunders. For me, the difference is making like a couple of like really grotesque blunders. Why didn't black take with a bishop there? Bishop takes. He may have a trick here. Yeah, that's what I just noticed. Speaking of the Twilight Zone, wow. Well, I have officially no idea what's going on here. I decided to end up sacrificing the exchange now. What? Wow. He's got a heck of a strong pawn there. Probably black's not losing. Maybe even better. He lost on time. The computer calls it equal. But I mean, I guess he sees knight b6, bishop f4. If you look at that variation, it looks like, you know, you're losing material. But maybe it's not so clear. You'd have to see this. This variation, I mean, this pawn is so strong. On c3, it's like ridiculous. So he lost on time with a holdable position. Actually, very unclear. But it was pretty crazy. Very strange position. I didn't see this either, but I just assumed you should have like reasonable chances. I mean, even if you don't play that, you still have this protected pass pawn on c3. Let's say you play, I don't know. Okay, my pieces are strong too. It's, for me, it was just like unclear. I don't know. I didn't really know who was better. e4, e5 chess? Have we ever played? We did. I don't remember. It's been a while. Blobix, thanks for coming back and subscribing. Our first resub from the blob. Thanks guys for tuning in. Just a short stream to get back into it. My regular streaming schedule will resume on Sunday with the Mega Battle on Sunday at 3 p.m. CEST. And this is a bad move order by white. But knight g4. Knight takes c6. B takes c6, bishop d4. Now we've seen that before. I'm supposed to castle. I remember this tournament game, I had a really important last round game I had to win, and I mistakenly played knight g4 there. Like 1996 or 1995, it was a last round. I won the US Class Championship. It was a big open, but I mean, I tied for first. But I had to win the last round game, and I screwed it up. I did knight g4, knight c6, b takes c, bishop d4, and black's probably worse. I had this the other day, man, and I think I even looked at this position with the engine. Maybe it wasn't this position, something slightly different. It's bad for white. This is bad. There was some crazy ideas here, even like queen c7, I think. I've definitely had a lot of games from this position, but never with like strong players. We don't talk about that, Blobix. You could feel the spirit of a composer. I can't even do like puzzles, man. Terrible. Why do you say that you feel the spirit of a composer? What made you say that? E5? Is this a good move? Probably not. It's probably extremely stupid. But honestly, like, he should probably take on a7 or not take at all. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe he's just okay here. I'm okay, you're okay? Is that like a self-help book? It's not that I don't want to talk about anything. I want to feel sorry for myself. No, I just don't want to talk about... I don't want to talk about the depression of Fight Club. Yeah, Queen D4. I'm willing to talk about any other stuff. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever you guys want to talk about, but even Donald Trump. Oh no. I have a tactic that doesn't work. Queen G5 check? Hey, maybe I'm winning. Wow. Like, accidental win. Accidental tactical win. The only time I win. Well, if there was like real over the board chess, maybe I could really like lower my rating to 2299 and compete with Schieberspieler for under 2300. As if there was like, this doesn't even do anything. As if there was any kind of real prizes. This does do something. I'm hallucinating. If real chess tournaments had real prizes with like under 2300 money, I would be more than happy to lower my rating. This is probably a bad move. This is ridiculous. Trading off his weak pawn on e5. Probably the best thing that could happen to white here. I had just rook e8, winning immediately. Rook e8, rook e1, f6. Game over. I just totally helped him out. Hey, let's get rid of your weak pawn. Of course, this is a win, but I'm making it progressively harder for myself. Senior championship, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to be officially old. I've got a good 20 years before I'm really old. Alright. Rematch. No. I don't know how to say this. Hul you happy. Hul you happy. Barely qualifying. 35, 112 games. Let's go. 7 plus 3. Since I'm 39, even in 20 years I'll only be 59. Seriously, I was thinking today, I've been playing chess for 35 years. It's a pretty long chess career. If I could keep it going, I mean, I wasn't a prodigy, but I did start, say, when I was 11. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I had a game where my opponent played the Cambridge Springs variation of the... He played the Cambridge Springs variation of the Queen's Gambit Declined, and like I haven't had a Cambridge Springs over the board in, I don't know, since 1999. Maybe not. There was a game in like 2000. I literally haven't had this opening in like, maybe in games online, but I haven't played a tournament game since 20 years. And then I was thinking, I remembered a game I had from like 1986 in the Cambridge Springs where I did the classic like drop to piece with d takes c4, queen takes g5, if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm going to try this d5 line. The Brad, thanks for subscribing. I just can't believe I'm sitting there thinking about a game. It blew my mind. I'm sitting there thinking like, Jesus, I'm thinking about a game I played. Oh, this variation. Crap. I played the wrong line. I didn't mean to play d5. I meant to castle. So I don't know this variation. This is the line of the classical Nimzo I know the least about. That's bad. I literally don't have a clue what I'm doing here. I mean, I know this is a variation, but I don't know it at all. I meant to castle first. Anyway, it just blew my mind to sit there thinking like, wow, I'm remembering a game I had in 1986. It's just crazy. Right. Well, I mean, that was the only preparation I had for this tournament game, was the fact that I had those games with Merle Dixon. But I couldn't beat him, man. I mean, you can't get an advantage against the Cambridge Springs. It's like impossible. It's not only the Cambridge Springs. I mean, there were like 3 or 4 different variations in the Queen's Gambit where it's like physically impossible for white to get an advantage. The Cambridge Springs is just one of them. But I had to remember a game, and another game I had from... I'm sitting there trying to remember a game I had from like 2000 in the Massachusetts State Championship against this Czech guy. It seems like yesterday. So I know c5 is a move. Queen f5 is a move. But I never know, like... Are you supposed to play Queen f5 after... Yeah, this has to be. The computer probably likes this. It loves putting queens on f5, c4, c5, and f4 for some reason. Stockfish. Marlo says, I love Budapest. Simpla rules. Oh, Simpla. Okay. I haven't been to Simpla in a while. I never get out. Well, I mean, with the pandemic, it's been a crazy year. But Simpla is like an outdoor... well, no, there's Simpla Carrot, and then there's Simpla. There's a bar cart called Simpla. But they also had an outdoor version, so I get confused sometimes. Yeah, Budapest is a great, like, pub scene. Wish I had more time to go out. Not as many tourists here as usual in the summer this year. It's been strange. Though people are really starting to flood the streets, though. Yesterday I was walking home, it was just so many people. The most I've seen since February. Everybody was out on the street. Like there's no pandemic. So I don't know this variation. Knight b5. Probably not dangerous. But that's cool to meet someone else who... We have a number of players who likes Budapest. A number of players here who are Hungarian or live in Budapest who have been on my stream. It is a cool city. I wouldn't stay if I didn't like it. Now an interesting question. Should I take this? This is probably very possibly still theory. I don't know. The variation has a solid reputation for black. I don't know who this player is. We never played them before. Are you in the stream? Oh, it's a Breaking Bad reference. I never watched Breaking Bad. I've seen like 2 episodes, maybe max. I mean, it seems like a cool show. I know it was very popular, but I don't really have much time to watch. I haven't really watched much TV in the last years. Are you watching Chess Olympiad? No. I don't really like online tournaments. I'm playing over the board tournament now. My first one since February. Yeah, this still probably book. I have some vague recollection. A vague recollection. White seems really strong for 1850. He knows this line. But white's still slightly better. But it's not much. I have very good control of the center. So black should be okay. But winning is another story. Like I have no clue how I can win. I mean, drawing I can draw, but I can probably just hold this position. But this certainly wouldn't be my choice if I were black and I was playing for a win. As I said, I didn't intend to play this. Of course, winning against a well-prepared opponent is always difficult with black. This is not a good line to play for a win. Going into an endgame quickly, white has the bishop pair. We could win. You know, there are ways we could win. Maybe if I could trade white square bishops and get a white square bind going on. I'm not sure about g3. It's kind of a weird move. But we do have excellent control of the center here. I mean, it's the one thing. Knight d4. I have bishop takes f3. Bishop takes f3. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes b7. Rook b8. How does he defend that? He probably has to sack a pawn or something. Even here he has good drawing chances. Thanks for joining me, guys. Just a short stream today. 11 to 12:30. But normally I'm streaming Monday through Friday and Sundays. 6 days a week, as the Beatles would say. But I've gotten over the board. Fight Club. So, not streaming till Sunday. I don't know about the Hungarian Olympiad team. I saw some Facebook friend post something. It all seems pretty random to me. I heard there's like all kinds of... I mean, another Facebook friend was posting about like ridiculous upsets, like 2,000 players from Argentina beating like strong grandmasters. Weird stuff like that. I didn't really like research it very deeply. I mean, that's obviously a big problem with any kind of online tournament. 2,000 players beating 2,500 players. Okay, that's standard. What do I do here? Which bishop do I want? The one on f3 is very strong. But white has excellent drawing chances here, based on structure. We're going to do our best to try to win, but realistically, I would think like this is like 75% draw. Maybe black has a 25% chance to win. Excellent decision by white. Okay, this is a new account, which I always don't like to play. I do not like to play people who create new accounts here. He barely qualified for my rule of 100 games. But I would never play like a rated game with a player with just 100 games. He made a very, very good decision, letting me take on f3 and going descending with bishop versus knight. It's probably a draw with perfect play. It may not even be that difficult for white to hold this. His bishop is strong. Perfect move. Tripled pawns, anyone? The more the merrier. It's not like I really wanted the triple pawns, but I had no great alternative. But I think he did the right thing, not trading. The rook ending would be probably better winning chances for me. I have a clear pass pawn and my king in the center. Here, like bishop versus knight, his minor piece is superior. So it gives him good practical chances. My knight is struggling without an outpost to live up to the bishop. Perhaps there I should play rook c6 first, so my rook isn't obstructed. But I still don't know how to win this position. It looks probably impossible. Probably impossible. Probably impossible. Now he's got his king in the game. But a pawn is a pawn. We'll see you soon, Schieberspieler. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your support. B5 is interesting. Fixing my pawns on the right color, but dropping my A7 pawn. 1852. This is a strong 1852 we got here. Very, very strong. 1852. He's defended like perfectly. Losing on time in what is likely a drawn position. I don't think I'm winning here. Weak FM. Weak I am. Jim, thank you for the donation. I'm just kidding, man. I'm weak. He's like me. He's an old I am. Just older. Older, more tired, and less motivated than me. If I was in form, I mean, I'd be a massive favorite to win today. But, you know, I don't want to be overconfident. Like, I lost against what I consider to be the weakest player in the tournament. And I have a tendency to be overconfident against weak players, which is extremely dangerous. So I don't want to say anybody's weak. There are no weak players in my tournament. There are no strong players in my tournament. It's like a tournament filled with medium strength players. Everybody's capable of playing well, and everybody's capable of playing badly. But there's no weak players. But it's a good chance for me. I mean, I really need to win today. So, he's clearly worse than me. Alright, I've got time for 2 more games. Let's take these challenges from Princess Chess and Dracofire. Finish out for today. Or draw. Yeah, I mean a draw is a bad result for me against this guy. But I don't want to be overconfident. I don't want to tilt, and I just want to play my best. To be frank, like I just want to play really well. Whatever happens, I haven't played well in the whole tournament. I haven't really played one good game. Let's see what she does against the Alyekin's defense. The Mighty Boom is here. Will I join your team? I will consider it if you send me. I don't promise. It depends on the team. But perhaps send me the link. What do you mean? You would send me a message on lichess, right? I mean that's how you normally ask people to join the team, right? Princess Chess. I think maybe we had some Blitz game a long time ago. I don't remember. I've played this variation with so many people. It's the #1 way to avoid the Alyekin. Not my favorite line. Well, like my opponent today, he's very, very vulnerable tactically. I mean, he's a good, solid positional player. I think that I'm tactically weak. That's my problem. Not my only problem, but I used to be stronger in calculation, and I'm a little bit like out of practice. So I'm not seeing, I'm just missing moves sometimes, mostly from my opponent, which I normally wouldn't do. I mean, generally players who started like I did at 11 years old, if you started before you're 15 or something and played your whole life, generally speaking, Brony, what's up? You shouldn't have a very high tendency to blunder. But I guess when you don't play for a while, longer games, the possibility of blundering becomes a lot more prevalent. I've never been a player who made a lot of one move blunders. It's not characteristic for me. You know, maybe in time pressure, like anybody else. But young players who start young tend not to have a lot of blunders later. Prodigies and whatnot. People who start late will always have more tendency to blunder. But I wasn't like a late starter. But I think just not playing for a while has been detrimental. Alright, so Princess Chess with a totally unaggressive but solid setup here. I've played many games with this type position. Standard. Sort of standard. Who played like this against me? Tushar, I think. Yeah, if my opponent played e4 today, I would probably play the Scandinavian against him. Fortunately, I'm facing a d4 player, most likely. Time for the Budapest Gambit? No. I very seriously thought about playing the Budapest Gambit yesterday, and then I talked myself out of it. It's just not a good idea to play things you don't know, no matter how tempting it seems. Just don't play openings you don't know. That's my experience. Because sometimes when we're desperate or we're having a bad tournament, we're tempted to do stuff, to do bad things we normally wouldn't do. Bad things. Fortunately, nothing special here. If only I had one more move, but I don't. So, no threat. Just play A3 or something, please. You know what? A3 probably doesn't lose. A3. I want to get a t-shirt that says I love bishops. But still. Knight c5 didn't work. But I almost never lose with a Sicilian. It's like my only good opening. Even when I have bad positions, at least I feel comfortable. But it's always been that way. My d4 openings are, I feel like, not as well developed. It's like you had bodybuilding and part of your body is stronger than the other. My e4 defenses are more well developed than my d4 defenses. I mean, Nimzo is okay, but it's very solid. It's hard to win with the Nimzo. That's the problem. Yesterday, I drew. Sadly. I don't know about this. I mean, bishops are better than knights. But the knight on e4 is extremely annoying. It's gotta go. It's weird playing princess chess. It's like, it's a tactical player who's strategic. A tactical player playing strategic positions. Or a tactical player who likes closed positions. It's a bizarre contradiction, kind of. She's solid here with this outpost on e4. Hard to get rid of that. I gotta get rid of that knight. Then there's another knight that could come into c4, which is very annoying. What about c5? I have this move. Yep. It's officially really, really annoying. I guess I should take, huh? Let you come in there? It's a tactical buzzsaw. Oh man, I'm defending this really well. Ow. It's just so solid. I mean, maybe I just sack a pawn. Sack a pawn to... This is a bit much to sack a pawn. How about f5 now? Man, it's like a genius. Really strategic. We are better. Oof. That was an ultra passive move. I'm still not winning. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I'm almost losing on time. It's crazy. The serious Blitz bullet skills. Bishops are stronger than knights, right? That was a tough fight, though. It wasn't. It was played in a totally positional style by white. That was tough. Alright, I got time for just this last game. I gotta go, guys. Last game. Dracofire. Player of Scandinavia. Oh, no Scandinavian, sorry. I don't know which variation you're talking about. Mighty Boom is here. It's hard to know exactly what position you're talking about. Alright. There was a lot going on in that game. I was better, but not easy to break through. And I started to get kind of dizzy at some point. Frustratingly tough defense by white for a long time there. But the bishop's got to open the position somehow. It wasn't so easy. So this variation I don't really like for black. If d5 c5, and it's a good Panov. Unless black can do something crazy like b6, d5, c5, b6, bishop b5. I think that's just bad. But here you're getting rolled immediately. I mean, d5 and then d6. Can black really do this? Possible. Possible that I overextend myself or something. Fun openings. Oh, I forgot to play fun openings. Whatever. Guys, I'll see you on Sunday. My next stream will be our team battle on Sunday. 3 p.m. CEST. Panda and Horses Club. Please join our club if you have more than 100 rated games here on lichess. You can join the club. Just send me a request. And we've got a team battle on Sunday. Oh, you're Cobra 11. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I've got an over-the-board tournament. I've got to be there. So, be there. Alright, I believe in this. I believe knight b5, maybe. Not that easy to finish black off, though. Mighty Boom, it's like really annoying that you keep asking me that over and over again. Alright, knight a6, bishop d3. Also, bishop g5 is interesting. But I've got to get my king out of the center. What about my d6 pawn? Queen b6, bishop e3. A little bit worried about this pawn here. g6. Okay, why did I not see that? Obviously a good idea. Birthday. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I gotta get my king out of the center. Well, this doesn't look so clear. It was good of him to play g6 and bishop g7. This move looks kind of weakening though. h6. Seriously weakening his kingside worse. I'm not sure that's really necessarily always a good idea here. I probably could have played this a lot better though. He's got b6. Alright, b6, b4. We're clearly better. b6, b4. Nah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he has a threat. Like b6, b4, knight d5. No problem. I have b4. What do I do now? Knight c7. We'll see what he does. Rook a7, bishop e3 is interesting. And this way I can probably play b4. Of course I don't have to. I guess I could just play rook b1. He doesn't have a4. That's important. I just take it. Free pawn. And I don't want to trade pieces here and free his position. If I can help it. Jack of Fire is pretty tricky. I mean, it's hard to believe that I'm 35-1. He's 1959. Still no way to like penetrate his position here. It's unbelievable. It's like a porcupine. It's crazy. I guess bishop e3 and c5. But I feel like I'm going to fall asleep here. Divine Light. I need the Divine Light. Knight c7. Nope. He's played this like a freaking genius. I mean, seriously. He's like a genius. Knight c7, bishop b6, bishop f3, pawn takes c7, bishop takes d1. Wait. I mean, how can I not be better here? It's unbelievable. The black can get away with playing like this. Alright, dude, you gotta stop that. That's really annoying. Please don't spam about your team. Mighty Boom. Please don't use my stream to spam. I don't know, but it's getting really, really irritating. I'm gonna have to time him out. He doesn't understand, but that's just extremely irritating to do that in somebody else's channel. Yeah, I think he's a bot. He acts like a bot. Our pieces are good in this position. He can't take, he loses a piece. His knight on a6 is trapped. So he had to do something better there. I guess he has to take on f3 here. But it turns out that black is still worse because of his knight marooned. Actually, I don't know what he should do. It's not so easy. I was worried I might make a mistake and like lose my pawn on d6. But now the position's looking extremely dangerous for black. I mean, this is never a good thing, this knight on a6. I know from first-hand experience. In the King's Indian Petrosian system, it happens all the time. You don't want that to happen. Mate. That would be a problem. You have that. Man, that's really irritating. I can play rook e6. But I'm not sure what's going on. I feel like I screwed this up again. We're still better even if just like knight takes c6, but it's not that clear. Are you serious? How does this even work? It's too much for me, man. Too complicated. I'm sorry. I can't keep up with all the tactics here. Extremely complicated. He's finally lost a pawn. Now he has a move, but it doesn't work. Like knight c4, queen d4, check, knight e5. Doesn't work. We should be technically winning here. My rook is attacked. Very careful defense. I'm winning a second pawn now on b6. I think. But maybe not. Maybe he has knight b8. Can knight b8 work? I gotta go, guys. I just want you guys to all see what this guy is saying, because I'm going to report it to Twitch. I'm also going to report you to lichess. And to other streamers I know whose streams you go on. Thanks for sending in the chat log. All right, guys, I gotta go, but I just want you to note that abuse there. We'll see you later. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Have a great guys. Great week. We're gonna be back on Sunday with our streamer battle at 3 p.m. CEST. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.